welcome or welcome back to my channel. So in this video we'll be talking about some of the feminine hygiene products that every girl needs but sometimes neglects. These are some products that will take your feminine hygiene to the next level, basically just help you look, feel and smell your best. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. Now, number one isn't really a product, it is more so a product you should be using instead of another product, and that is period pads instead of tampons. Hear me out. If you care about your vaginal health, then you need to stop using tampons entirely. Tampons are not healthy for your vagina. If you think about it, you're inserting it in, it is sitting in there, soaking up all the blood, and sometimes you leave it in there for about 2 or maybe 4 hours. As a result of that, it may encourage the buildup of bacteria, which could eventually lead to infections. There's also the risk of your tampons sticking to your vaginal walls, especially when the blood flow is light and causing tiny abrasions when it is removed. I used to use tampons in the past and I thought I had found the holy grail of, menstrual product. Not until I started noticing some weird effect from using tampons. Number one is that I noticed that my cramps were worse whenever I used tampons. Also, there was this foul smell that comes from using tampons. Now I know it is normal to get some sort of weird smell when you're on your period, right? But it was severe, it was foul. And lastly, there's this uncomfortable pain that comes from, inserting or removing the tampons that was just so uncomfortable and not worth it at the end. Still on period care, the next feminine product on my list is panty liners. Now, I personally believe that panty liners is one thing a lot of women neglect. This should be a definite staple in your period care. I find panty liners very useful for those like end of your period days where you get this really dark blood, and sometimes you don't want to waste full period pad, right? And it could stain your panties. So I just feel like panty liners come very handy when it comes to preventing that. During ovulation, when you get those discharge, sometimes it could be weird to have that on your panties, and this also comes in handy for that. And I just feel like it's such an amazing product and such a useful product. This is something you definitely need in your stash. All right, get you a panty liner and it just really helps. Still on vaginal health, the next product you need is a boric acid suppository. This right here ensures that your girl down there stays popping. Now, as women, we have at one point in our lives dealt with infection. It is fine. It is nothing to be ashamed of. It can be so difficult trying to treat it. The longest time I have struggled with infection. I tried everything and nothing worked. I even went to the hospital. I got prescribed a medication. I tried it. It worked for some time, but in the long run, it just wasn't working for me. Not until I came across boric acid suppositories, and it totally changed my life. This right here is a solution to yeast infection, foul smell, itchiness, and dryness. It helps to balance the pH level of your girl down there. Now, a pH balanced vagina means that it is smell-free, itch-free, dry-free. Your down there is literally going to stay very wet, very moist, if you know what I mean. This is a particular one that I have here, and it comes in small tablets like this. Okay, this is how it comes, and this is actually meant to be inserted and not ingested. This is the particular brand that I am using. This is the Feminiva brand, and usually this comes with an applicator. It comes with about, I think, 10 applicators, but some other brands do not. You don't necessarily have to get these brands. There are thousands of boric acid suppository brands out there. This is just the one that I like and the one that I use for now. So you basically just want to insert this, right, using the applicator or using your fingers, clean fingers, right, and basically just leave it overnight. You're meant to do this at night time, and then the capsule dissolves inside and just flushes all those horribleness down and into your panties. So that's why you want to use panty liners when using this. It is best used at night. Now, the proper way to use this, if you're someone that you're struggling with yeast infection and you want to treat that, you want to use this 2 weeks straight, all right, every single night. And trust me, even with the second use, you're already noticing a significant increase. Also, you can use this after your period, because sometimes the period comes and just messes up the pH balance. So you want want to use this to balance it out, all right, you can just use it once or twice and you are fine. Also, for those days where you do the do you can as well use this, because you know sometimes it messes up with your pH balance as well. So this just helps you to balance it out and just make sure that your girl stays intact. The fourth product on my list, this product also focuses on vagina health, and that is a feminine wash. If you're one of those people that washes their down there with the same body soap or body wash they use for your body, then you need to stop. Girl, get yourself a feminine wash and your girl is going to thank you. Feminine washes are formulated specifically for this, so it takes the pH balance of your down there into consideration. So when you're using this, you're rest assured that it is not going to offset anything there, all right? It's just going to keep it intact, protect it from bacteria, and literally just helps it, you know, smell good. Now, some feminine washes are made without any fragrance and they're made soap free, but some are made with mild fragrance that's not going to be upsetting to your girl down there. This particular one is soap free and it has a mild fragrance. It is so inexpensive, right? It's called Femme Fresh. I just picked this up from supermarkets. There are so many types out there. This one up there, I really don't know the name, but I'm going to leave it up there. This I freaking love. If you're looking for a very good feminine wash, this works so well. Unfortunately, I'm in Nigeria, so it's very difficult for me to get my hands on this. If you're outside Nigeria, get you this. Now, I know some people are going to come up in my comments and be like, your vagina cleans itself. No, it doesn't, all right? First, you need to understand that there are so many parts of your vagina. I am not a scientist. I don't know the different names, but I do know that the inside, of course, cleans itself. You don't have to be cleaning it, all right? If you're cleaning it, you shouldn't. But the outer part, right, the surface, doesn't clean itself, so you definitely need to be cleaning it, all right? Now, you don't necessarily have to purchase a feminine wash. You can just use a very mild soap, sensitive soap, like fragrance-free soap. The one that I recommend is the Dove unscented sensitive soap. I think that's what it's called. I'll leave a picture up on the screen, and this particular one I really like. I've used numerous times in the past. It is so inexpensive, so it's very good. It is scent free, it is very hydrating, and it is really mild, so it is not going to mess up anything down there. So definitely give that a try if you're on a budget. But overall, ensure you're not using the same body wash you use on your body to wash down there, and ensure you are washing down there. For my sixth product, and this is focused on oral hygiene, I would recommend you get you a tongue scraper. Now, if you're one of those people that just brushes their teeth and that's it, I am seriously judging you. It is not enough to just brush your teeth. You also need to be washing your tongue as well. Just like your teeth, your tongue also holds on to a lot of bacteria, dirt, gunk, and you know, food particles. So you need to properly clean it on a regular basis, at least once a day while brushing. A tongue scraper is the best tool for cleaning your tongue. Now, I know some people are going to be like, I already brush my tongue with my brush, right? It is not enough. I used to be one of those people. But let me tell you, when I started using a tongue scraper, it changed the game for me. It literally helps to scrape off all that gunk and dirt and bacteria buildup from your tongue, which you would not necessarily get if you're just using your brush alone. Because what your brush does is it just brushes. Now this scrapes, all right? That's the difference. Here are some benefits of scraping your tongue. It helps to reduce bacteria. It helps to reduce bad breath. Let me tell you, ever since I started scraping my tongue, I found that my breath just tastes fresher for longer. It improves overall oral health. It also improves the appearance of your tongue. We do not want whitish looking tongue. It is not attractive, and it improves your sense of taste. So definitely get you a tongue scraper. It is so inexpensive. This one cost me 500 naira, I think, and they even have cheaper ones. So it is something that is very inexpensive but has a huge impact on your oral health. Still on oral hygiene, the next oral habit you need to start incorporating into your oral routine is oil pulling. Now, oil pulling involves swishing oil around the mouth about 5, 10, or 20 minutes. Now, the most commonly used oil for oil pulling is coconut oil. Now, I read somewhere that there are some other kinds of oil that could be used as well, like sesame oil. I think I'm pronouncing that right, sesame oil, sunflower oil, and olive oil. But I personally like and recommend coconut oil because it has antibacterial properties, and we know what that means. Oil pulling helps to reduce harmful bacteria in your mouth, helps to keep your breath fresher for longer. This is also something that I noticed. It helps to prevent cavities, it helps to prevent inflammation, and helps your overall gum health. Guys, the most mind-blowing thing about oil pulling is that it helps to whiten your teeth over time. When I noticed this, I was like, how? Because I don't have the whitest of teeth, I'm not gonna lie. So ever since I started oil pulling, I've noticed a significant change in the whiteness of my teeth. The next hygiene product on my list is a pedicure foot scraper. I don't know if that's the right term for this, but yeah, this little guy right here is a complete game changer for your feet, your sole. Even if you're someone that gets your pedicure done once or twice a month, there are still those days where your feet, your heels, your sole looks very ashy and dry, right? That is why you need this in your bathroom. It's very efficient, very easy to use, and would leave your feet looking softer and smoother. Sometimes, to be honest, those pedicure just aren't doing it. Like, I don't know, even some pedicurists don't even know what they're doing. You want to use this 2 or 3 times in a week while taking your nightly showers. Now, if you want to bump things up a bit, what you want to do is right after scraping your feet and doing your all nightly routine, lotioning and all of that, you then want to go in with a very thick moisturizer or Vaseline or even Aquaphor and slather that on your feet and put on socks and go to bed. Trust me, you're going to wake up with the smoothest and softest feet ever. Now, you know the same way you don't cleanse your face every night, you go in first with an oil-based cleanser and then your regular facial cleanser. The same thing you need to start doing for your body. If you think about it, during the day your skin is exposed to a lot, right? Heat, sweat, dust, bacteria, dirt, pollutants, right? Imagine the amount of dirt you have on your body. So it is important you're cleansing your body twice every night. First with a pre-cleanse bar soap and then your regular body wash, because sometimes your body wash isn't enough to give you a clean skin. Now, the pre-cleanse bar soap that I recommend is the Dove soap. Now, you guys know Dove soap is amazing. It comes in a variety of kinds and fragrance, I believe. It's just so amazing, so inexpensive. I love it because it gives your skin that cleanse without stripping it. It is very mild and the scent is heavenly, so you literally cannot go wrong with this. Although you can use any other bar soap you like, but definitely start double cleansing your body, all right? Especially on days where you've had a long day, right? And you just feel like your body needs that extra pampering. The last product on my list, this is not really a product per se, it is more so something you need to start doing for your hairs. Now, this is for my wig or weave wearing girlies. Basically, it is for everyone as long as you have hair, right? You need to start using perfume on your hair. Your hair needs to start smelling good. Now, regardless of whether you wash your hair every week, right? Sometimes when you use the styling tools like your hot comb, your blow dryer, your straightener, it tends to leave this weird smell and it's just not pleasant. Now, there are some perfumes that are specifically formulated to be used on your hair, hair perfumes, but you don't even need to get that. You can designate a particular perfume for your hair. Now, I recommend a very mild perfume because I find that stronger smelling perfumes tend to smell weird. When you use heat on your hair, it just smells really weird and strong. So use a mild perfume for your hair. Now, it doesn't have to be anything expensive, okay? It could just be a body spray, and also you could just use something very inexpensive like a Zara perfume that smells very mild. I just think that it works. And if you don't want to go through all those stress, whenever you're applying perfume on your body, apply it to your hair as well, all right? It doesn't matter. The point is your hair smells good, okay? We don't want our hair smelling horrible. You don't want to be smelling good and then your hair smells bad. Someone goes to hug you and then they're like, whoa, we don't want that. So the point is, let your hair smell good. And that's it for today's video. If you found it helpful, give this video a thumbs up. Let me know if you would like to see a part 2 of some of the products you need in order to level up your feminine hygiene. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already. Turn on the bell icon to get notified whenever I post a new video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys in my next one. Bye.